Hi, welcome to week 5 of Interdisciplinary Studies Senior Seminar. Hope you guys had a great week. I really hope that all of you, or at least most of you, are able to get out at some point, outside at some point during this weekend. Yesterday, Saturday, was absolutely lovely. Today, although it was overcast, it was warmer, and it was good to see people out with their dogs and enjoying the sun and being outside, and with the exception of the pollen. Pollen stinks. You can probably tell I got some upper respiratory crud because of all the pollen. All right, week 5. So first of all, before we get to week 5, let me tell you that your curriculum papers, very interesting. You all, each of you, have a very unique, individual, and interesting story about how you came into IDS, kind of your thought processes behind the courses that you've taken, and what you've gotten out of the courses you've taken. I hope that this was an informative exercise for you. I hope it wasn't the first time you'd stopped and asked yourself, I've been shoveling a wheelbarrow full of money into the university. Gosh, what am I getting out of it? And took these courses, and what did I learn, and how can I use that? So in one way, I hope that was helpful. The other thing I hope you get out of the exercise is that I hope for most of you, a topic or two for a potential thesis for your major IDS senior sem paper percolated up as a result of this activity. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But this week, week 5, we're going to continue to be reading and looking at the interdisciplinary nature of music as it pertains to medicine. I got 3 articles I want you to read. The first is looking at the relationship between music and metabolism, right? Metabolism, how we convert food into energy, the rate at which that's done, the impact of music on that process, and what that means to our general health and well-being. And then we're going to get, not morose, but we're going to kind of change gears a little bit, still staying with, I know that's a blister from working outside in the yard, still stay with medicine related, and that is we're going to look at the impact of music on pediatric oncology patients. One of the things that we have seen is that when children are going through cancer treatment, radiation, chemotherapy, other medical treatment regimens, many times these young individuals are using music as a treatment protocol, and so there's some research that's being done there. And then there's the last article is also looking at pediatrics, not necessarily pediatric oncology, but looking at the use and impact of music on pediatric patients and their caregivers. So, how do moms and dads, or grandmas and grandpas, uncles, aunts, friends, how are they using music, and what is the impact of that use of music when you're dealing with a pediatric patient? There aren't any YouTube videos this week, no supplemental readings. But I do want you to journal. You'll have Journal 5 this week. Now, if you look at the syllabus, you'll see that, and when I first put the syllabus together, my hope would be that you'd have an outline of your senior seminar paper. I said draft, but an outline of the paper. What I would really like to have as a deliverable this week is I'd like you to let me know what you think the thesis or the topic of your senior seminar paper is going to be. It's not for me to approve it. I just want to make sure that there's enough research out there to help you along your way as you put the paper together. But I really want you in earnest to start thinking about this seriously and start collecting stuff. If you run up on some difficulty finding appropriate research literature, you need some help, I'm more than glad to help you. I will tell you that a really great resource is Google Scholar. And to find Google Scholar, hopefully you know about it, but if you don't, Google Scholar is a search engine specifically for scholarly academic work. And if you just went into the URL, the Universal Resource Locator, where you type in your search parameters, You could use Google or Firefox, any of them. And you typed in Google Scholar, it will take you to that particular browser. Well, I hope you have a great week, and if you have any difficulties, you need help with anything, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm here for you. For those of you that are getting ready to graduate, hopefully by now you've gone through your grad fair, you've got your things in order, you're thinking about commencement. I hope that each of you will walk across that stage for commencement and receive your degree, even if you don't finish your courses until the end of the summer. For those of you who are thinking, yeah, I'm not going to go through that, I got too much work, too many things to do. Commencement exercises, this may sound weird to you, commencement exercises are not for you. They're really not. They're for everybody that has sacrificed and prayed and pitched in, sent good thoughts your way to help you to be successful. And you may not think that there are people that have been doing that, but there are. You got family members, friends, maybe siblings. People put their dreams and hopes and desires and plans. Maybe I slowed them down, maybe even put them on hold while you got your degree. Commencement is a time, really, for them to celebrate, for you to celebrate them. This is about them basking in your accomplishment, because whether or not they want to come out and confess it to themselves or others, they're responsible for you getting your degree, moving on to the next great thing in your life. So if you have a second thought about, yeah, I don't think I'm going to go to commencement, I'd ask for you to reconsider. I'll be there. I'll be looking for you. Anyway, I hope you have a great week. If you need anything, you know how to find me. And I'll come to you virtually next week. Now, get me there you are. Get me those topics for that paper.